So I'm following Hamza's guide to university, a guide to getting girls and making friends. And in the early, in like the months before school starts, so right now it's June and I start university in the fall. You got to be focusing on getting your Instagram popping, and you got to focus on your body transformation. So pretty much the past year, I've been hitting the gym, getting that going. I'm not jacked yet, but I made some pretty good progress, I would say, so myself, and I'm still going to continue that throughout the summer. And a part I want to focus on right now in this video is the group chats, because Hamza said that the way to make friends before you even go to university is to find group chats and talk to people there. And by the time you get to university, you already have people you know. So I actually started doing that, and I asked a few of my friends who were going to the same school as me, the same university. I was like, "Hey, did you guys get any group chats yet?" And they're like, "No, we didn't join any." So I was like, I had the genius idea. I was like, "Hold on, I'll just make my own group chat." So I went to like this there's like this freshman page on Instagram, and they had a bunch of kids following the page who's going to be committed for this year, and they what happened. It's kind of funny because like it's like a genius business idea. The guy running the Instagram page, he has people, they pay him $6, and then he will post their pictures on there. And it's about 8,000 kids following that page, right? So then those kids will see the pictures that they posted, and then you can go and like message them, be like, "Hey, I'm introduce yourself." You know what I'm saying? So you can pay to kind of make some friends. You know what I mean? But what I decided to do is I just decided to message all these kids here, and I was like, "Yo, I got a group chat. It's going good. We got a bunch of people in here, and we love for you to join." I had no group chat. That's the thing. There was no one in my group chat, but I just DM'd like a bunch of people, and then I invited them to the group chat. Right now, it's about 80 kids. Right now, there could be a lot more, but I kind of stopped inviting people. But I should get back into that. But there's 80 kids in there right now, and I told them also to follow me back. So I got a lot of followers from that too. So I'm gonna continue doing that throughout the summer. There's 8,000 kids following that page, so I might get a good amount of followers from that. But my Instagram page is still bad, still terrible. Anyways, now the point of having those group chats is that you kind of develop relationships over the summer, so you have people and then when school starts, like I said before, you invite them to events. So I had the first event that we had was an orientation event for freshman students. So you go to the school, and it's during the summer, so before school starts, you go and you just meet some students and you talk to the faculty there. So I asked on the group chat like 70, 80 people, anyone going to this day? There's one person going, and it was a girl. So I was like, all right, bet, I already got one friend, right? So I get to the place and to the orientation, and you start off in this room, and there's a bunch of kids in there. There's some kids with their families, some kids without their families. So I just look around, and I'm like, all right, I got to get into that social state. You know what I'm saying? Because part of Hamza's guide, right, is that on the first 4 days of university, that's when everyone's looking to make friends. So you got to be like as social as possible. So this is like practice for that, right? So I look around, and I got to get into that social state. So first, I just look all the way to the corner, and I see one lonely guy, and I can tell it's like he's kind of like lonely. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna talk to this guy first. It's gonna be pretty easy. So I talked to him, and you know, some people like they're like kind of difficult for them to open up to. It's kind of difficult for you to get them to open up, right? And this guy, he wasn't a very sociable person, but surprisingly, he did actually open up, and we had a pretty good conversation, right? And then I was like, all right, see you later, man. I'm gonna go talk to some other people. And I went to this next guy. I talked to him. We had a good conversation. And then I went to this next guy, right? And this next guy, he again, all these guys were just like sitting there, like in the corner, like on their phone, right? But I talked to this guy, and this guy was a lot more energetic. So I was like, all right, cool, cool, cool. This guy's. So we were kind of vibing out a little bit, and that's when the girl that I knew from the group chat, she walks in the room. So I was like, oh hey, I said her name, come over here, come over here. So now I got a group of 3 people at the table. We're talking, you know what I'm saying? And then another girl just comes in, right? And then she's looking around the room trying to look for where to sit, you know what I mean? And then I just say, hey, come over here, sit with us, you know what I mean? And then boom, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, dang, I was surprised, like it was just that easy, because I'm not. I'm a social person. I don't know. I wouldn't say I was I'm like a social person like that guy. You know what I mean? Like in high school, I was kind of social, but I still had that social anxiety and stuff. So pushing myself here, it was kind of easy. All I had to do was be like, I went up to people and said hello, and they were just receptive. You know what I mean? Because like I said, everyone's trying to look for friends and stuff like that. So instantly, I had a group of 4 people, and they were like, "Yo, man, you're very like outgoing, social," and I'm like, "That's crazy," because I'm not even like that back in high school. But it's a chance to reinvent yourself. So I'm glad I'm on the right path. All I really had to do to be social was just frame my mind, right? All right. So after the initial, everyone's sitting in the room waiting for orientation to start. Everyone gets divided up into groups, right? So like randomly, me and the girl from the group chat, we get into a group together, and then the other guys I was talking to, they just get sent off into other groups, right? So I'm in this new group, and I meet this guy in this group, and we just start talking. And yo, this guy, he watches Hamza, he does self improvement and everything, and it was crazy. And we had like the same kind of ideas. We're trying to like improve our social skills and all this stuff, hit the gym and all that. So, it was just like by luck, by chance, like. And now I think I'm gonna be rooming with this guy, so he's gonna be my self improvement buddy, gym buddy in college. And all it took was just being a little bit social, you know what I'm saying? So that went really well. And then lunch happened. We had some more people come over to sit with us. And yeah, man, honestly, it was a great day. It was a great day. I talked to a lot of other people too. And like I said, all it took was I just said hello, or even I just went up to someone and looked at them, and they were receptive and they wanted to talk and introduce themselves. And it's just because they don't know anyone here at the school yet. They're still trying to find their place. And when someone comes up to them and is that social guy, like, yo, how you doing? I'm friendly, smile, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I was able to kind of work on that, because those first 4 days when school starts, there's a bunch of events for the freshman students, and that's when everyone is new and looking to make friends. So that's the best time, because after that, if people have their friends, then they're all going to be busy with school and all that stuff and their own friends. So it's going to be a bit harder to make friends at that point. So in the beginning is when I need to do my best to be as social as possible. And honestly, I think I did pretty good so far. So when it starts in the fall, I'll be ready for that. So one question that I have about like being social and all that is that if I'm in like a new environment and there's a bunch of people, right? Should I just like meet some people and then go on to meet some more people, or should I just like stick with the people that I met and kind of develop a bond with them? You know what I mean? Because in the beginning, I talked to some people, and then I moved on, and I moved on, and then I created a group of people, and then that's when we had a longer extended conversation. That's when we became better friends. That's when I um, met the guy who's in the self improvement, and then we hang out together and we talked more, and we ate lunch together and all that. So it's like I'm still trying to find that balance, you know what I mean? But I guess the way it went was kind of fine. Like I just kept talking to a bunch of people until I found people that I kind of vibe with. So maybe it's like that. But yeah, that is step one of Hamza's UK University Guide. Even though I'm in the US, you got to make those group chats, and I guess practice social social skills pretty much. And I got to work on my Instagram now, because my Instagram is actually trash. Like it's actually like low quality pictures, like the exact opposite of what a good Instagram is. So I'm trying to like dress better. I have an H&M shirt right here, trying to get that minimalist aesthetic. So I'm gonna get that going, and then I'm gonna work on my Instagram, and that will be the next part of my uh, UK guide, Hamza's UK guide.